Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarcraftInc. I'm SCINC, and this is a user-submitted replay. It is between Frozen, the blue Zerg up in the top left, and Frostbite up in the top right, who is the red Protoss, obviously. There's going to be 2 games in this set, simply because this is a ladder match, but the 2 players have met each other back to back on the ladder, which is always funny. And this guy has been, okay, he's Super Jeffrey, that's his YouTube account. However, he never indicated to me which player was him. So I don't know who to cheer for, but that's probably best, because now I can freely troll him and not feel bad. So this is a lower level game, so don't get upset when you don't see world-class micro, or hell, even him spending chrono 5 minutes into the game. But this is going to be interesting. I'm going to enjoy watching them play back-to-back to see if they learn from each other's mistakes and just how their play changes from game to game. So, yeah, guys, stay with me for this. So, I think it's kind of funny that both of their names are very similar, Frostbite versus Frozen. We'll see which is the best at being below 0 degrees Celsius, but yeah, so right away I want to say for a lower level game, good Overlord spread from Frozen, but I mean, that's something you should really learn first as Zerg. One of the earliest things you should really work on is your map control, because Zerg is only good if they have map control, simply because they are, what I'd like to say, is the reactive race. Protoss with slower tech changes, things like that, you can't tech switch as fast as a Protoss player, so they're more of a preemptive race. So there's the difference there that I'm trying to get across. So moving his probe around the map, always good. On his way back, now that he doesn't need him, and now that Lings are out, he can't really have his probe on the map, so good getting this wall. However, he needs to fill that choke with a Zealot. A probe's not going to do the trick. Ling's on the towers, so the Protoss player cannot get that map control that he wants. And there's finally the Zealot coming to wedge this space. Although I'm not sure that that's airtight. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Even though he's not on hold position, he's just on stop. And he's like, I can't stop my own probe from pushing through, but I'm going to stop a freaking 100 Zerglings, man. And lots more Zerglings on the ramp for Frozen. We are getting a Roach Warren. Not much gas in the bank, but I mean, it doesn't take much, only 25 gas per Roach. And if he saturates this second someday, we can only dream, then he might be able to spit out quite a few Roaches at once. Now, the Protoss player is sitting on 1,000 minerals. Like, I'm thinking on getting into real estate, so I'm going to save up for 5 Nexuses at once, and we're going to have a booming economy. It's going to be great. So someday, Frostbite, I'd like to see you spend that money on something. But, I mean, this is StarCraft. What do you build other than nothing if you're in Silver League? This is why you're in Silver League. I'm just throwing that out there. Come on, buddy. It's like, I can't find the button to build Overlords. And that's why he's not spending his cash. Oh god, this is awful. So here comes some Lings, and you know what? I can only imagine that Frostbite is gonna die. Frozen getting his layer tech, so that's good. And I'm gonna hit fast forward because this is excruciating. Yep. And I'm gonna bring this up because wow. Finally taking his expo, and we're going to slow this down because finally Lings are coming in here. They're going to be breaking these rocks and shooting that Overlord down. That is a that is a sacrificial Overlord. That's a good play by the Zerg. You always want to send that Overlord in before you attack. I mean, even if it dies, you know what you're up against. You can strategically plan. Now the Zerg player knows that there's no forces over here because he did fly that Overlord straight through here. He knows this is unprotected. And he is going to be able to deny this. And I think he has a force that overwhelms the Protoss force. The Lings get the surround on the Stalkers. Actually decent force fields. They're kind of stacked up on top of each other, though. and the Lings still managed to kill most of those Stalkers, so those force fields were late, warping in 4 more Stalkers, but tons and tons of Lings from Frozen come in here. That is a lot of frickin' Lings surrounding and killing. Wow, nice cheese. That oh my god, I had to fast forward this game to make it interesting. If it's 10 minutes and 45 minutes into the game, it is not cheese. Frostbite, you need to lay down and die, or uninstall the game. I don't care which, but oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to game 2, guys. This was funny to me.